Time now for our Byers Beat. Public Safety Beat reporter Christine Byers writes the Byers Beat. That's a weekly column for KSTK.com to bring context to the area's public safety stories.
And this week we are talking about more 911 dispatchers in the city. And it's a shortage and how it got this way. And you've been covering this story for quite some time. So what are viewers telling you?
So basically, there's barely a week that goes by without another horror story from viewers. For this week's column, I talked to a retired dispatcher, and she said things have changed, and it started when the state took back control of the police department. Her name is Maureen Ramsey, and she worked there for 44 years. One of the things she talked about was how the Prop P money that voters passed in 2017 to give raises didn't go to civilian employees. So that was about a $6,000 raise that started the salary gap that exists now. She also said that the city's division of personnel that started doing the hiring for dispatchers during this process of local control, they would send over lists of candidates that were actually kind of old, and so people would move on.
So she was saying state control was better than local control.
She did.
Okay.
She did.
And then was she working there in the last few years where they said they were trying to combine all of these dispatchers under one roof and then train them, police, fire, and EMS, to be able to do each other's jobs and then therefore fill in for one another?
Exactly. So she retired in 2021, and she said she was very skeptical about how this plan is going to work because she said salaries still vary widely, and the skill sets for these three types of dispatchers, EMS, police, and fire, are so different. She agreed with the fire chief who I interviewed earlier this week, and here's what he had to say. What do you think needs to happen for the city's 911 system to get better?
How much time we got?
Do you think that the city can combine all three dispatching centers under one roof and not pay everybody the same?
No.
Well, you didn't have to give too many answers for that. It's a stressful job being a 911 dispatcher. So what is, and I know what the answer is, but what is the biggest obstacle in hiring people?
Basically, Maureen said it comes down to one thing: pay. And right now there was a raise that went into effect July 1st this year for all the different categories of dispatchers. But at the end of the day, a beginning police dispatch trainee still only makes $41,000 a year.
And this woman who you talked to, she was there for 44 years. What, did she say what she was making when she left?
She went out making about $60,000. And you can read more about why she wants to come back despite everything that's happened in my column right now on KSTK.com.
Wow.
Christine,
good information.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks.